Sunday is my fun day. Hey, Tom. Ugh. Let's get some writing in today, right? Let's finish some chapters and shit. Why did that echo back? I just heard myself come back at me. Do you hear an echo? That is weird. Never had that before. I'm gonna switch to see if you can still hear me. Can you still hear me now? Hey, Shelly. Can you hear me? Anybody? Yes, no? Okay. I don't know what the setting I was on. All of a sudden I'm hearing myself back, which is weird. So strange. Get some writing in, though. All right. So I have this awful pain in my side. It hurts. We were at Show's aunt's house yesterday, and literally I was sitting on a chair, and all I did was just get up, and all of a sudden I was like I almost cried. I was in so much pain. It's like my lower this side, and then I was like, oh, maybe you have a hernia. I don't know. It's like I didn't do anything. And then we went outside and sat, and I was able to move and just get comfortable. It wasn't hurting me. Then I got up, and it was a little bit like I could feel it throbbing a little bit, but it wasn't a sharp pain like it was in the beginning. And then we drove an hour and a half to come home. And when we walked up to the door, there was a box there. And as my wife opened the door, I reached down and picked up the box, and the shooting pain again. I thought I was going to fall to my knees. It hurt so bad. So last night, I was just like exhausted. It was a long day yesterday, and I was exhausted from the pain. And I sat on the couch and I watched television, and I was in this weird position, stretching out, because of course I'm reading about hernias and all this other stuff, and they're like, just you got to lie down, you got to not put pressure on it, blah blah blah, and it will go away. And if it doesn't go away, then you need an operation. And I'm like, holy crap. That's just what happens. Things hurt without even doing anything. Right, I could see, like, if I was like, hey, I just jogged 3 miles and now my side hurts. Okay, I get it. Not, I was sitting in a chair, and when I stood up, it hurt. I bent down, and when I picked up a box, it was a shooting pain. So don't lift anything heavy, don't do anything fine. So I lay on the couch, and I'm fine. I'm taking Motrin, Aleve, whatever the hell I'm taking. I go to bed. I find a comfortable spot. Then I'm like, maybe I should get the heating pad. But no, I don't want to go find the heating pad, and I don't want to get out of bed. And I slept fine. And I rolled over several times during the night, and apparently didn't wake up because of pain or anything. And then this morning I get up, and it's still, I can feel it, but it's not really super bad. I haven't had a sharp pain yet. But then I'm thinking yesterday, I'm like, I did not go to the bathroom yesterday. I did not do number 2 yesterday. So then I tried this morning, and it would not work, no matter mentally what I did. And I'm like, maybe that's it. Maybe like that's intestines or something over. I don't know what's down there. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm all stopped up. Maybe that's where I'm getting this pain. And then I just finally went about an hour ago. Not a lot, and it was actually painful to do. And I'm thinking, maybe that's it. Maybe I just need to do that. Who does number 2 work for? But it just was not working. So, but then I made a couple of pork roll and cheese sandwiches on cinnamon raisin bagels. I had a cup of coffee this morning. I'm drinking some Snapple peach tea. I'll probably have another cup of coffee later, and hopefully that will help me to clean out a bit here, because it's not good. Again, I did nothing. I didn't do anything that you're like, oh, okay, that makes, oh yeah, because you did that. Makes no sense. I know this is a bonus one, but I also need to remind everybody to resubscribe, because apparently I lost 5 subscribers overnight. So I need everybody to jump back in and resubscribe if you're watching this. Also subscribe on my YouTube. My goal is just to write. My goal is just to write something today, you know? If perchance, Tom, you get your chapter done, then later today my goal will be to write the next chapter in that. But until then, I'm going to write stuff here and there. And if anybody else is out there hanging out, let me know you're here. Just say hello. All you got to do is just give me a quick hello in the chat. Present. Thank you, Chad Hoey. Chad Hoey in the house. I'm sure you got a busy day today of putting the goats in pajamas and taking videos. And if you're not doing that, I say, what the hell is wrong with you? Why would you not be doing that on a Sunday? If I had goals, I'd take videos of them hopping all over everything. Probably make money on TikTok that way. You'd probably make a ton of money. Seriously, Chad, I don't know why you're not. I know we're goofing around, but we're not goofing around, dude. If you were shooting videos of just shooting videos of goats doing goat things, the blinds were uneven. That drives me nuts. The blinds are just a little crooked, and anyway, just shoot some videos, man. And then just post it up on YouTube or post it up on TikTok or both or live on Twitch, man, I'm telling you, you would make a killing. You have so much potential there with these goats. So many videos and stuff. If I had goats, I'd be shooting videos right now. Wouldn't be writing this garbage. I want to be talking to you people, unless you were showering me with money. I've tried goats on TikTok. They didn't hit like some of my other videos. Seriously? You're not doing them right. You gotta flood the market with goats. Goat flood. Bring some goats here. I'll make some videos and we'll make millions. My wife would probably like that actually if we had goats in the yard. She does like animals. Bring some goats and add to the cats. Yeah, I'm sure the cats would. One cat would ignore them and hide, and the other cat, Maisie, would be riding goats around the living room. I think I want to get to the. I just want to get to the next page, which is right there. You see it? You see it? Then I'm going to jump to something else. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be on today. I'm not sure what I'm even, what's the day for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to watch some television maybe. Ooh, that was my stomach making noises. Hopefully that means I'll have to go to the bathroom. My side won't be hurting anymore. Anybody doing anything exciting this weekend? Anything? Stop that. Nice. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna make for dinner tonight. Maybe some pasta. Some pasta. Which probably means I need to get some meat out. Darn it. Now I gotta do things. All right, got to the next page on this bad boy. I might write a little bit more on it. I'm guessing Nick isn't on. Next page, Tom Duffy. Next page, Tom Duffy. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Nick can't be bothered, dude is right. Oh, he's so busy with his imaginary girlfriend today. Delivering imaginary subway orders. Maybe the subway orders are real, I don't know. I'm not there. There's Mr. Frank. There he is. Yep, unfashionably late is right. Ah, Mr. Frank, yeah. That was. uh, if you know what he's talking about, you know what he's talking about. I thought that was. I thought that was funny. Like, that's the drop-off point in all of that state. That seems to be the drop-off point. Oh, we're on vacation and we bought a cat. You know what? Vacation's over. We've been here 3 days. Let's leave the cat. Or, hey, we're going on vacation and we don't want this cat. Let's bring the cat with us and then just dump it over here in the woods near the river. None of it makes any sense. I watched the Ashley Madison doc last night. What did you think? You went through the document. You saw Chuck Buda's name on there. I thought it was quite interesting. I remember when all that happened, I just didn't, you don't really pay super attention. You just think, oh, people are cheating on their husbands and wives with other people who are cheating on their husbands and wives, and they all got caught. Okay. I didn't realize the whole hacking, all that stuff. I didn't realize the some of the story, the people that got caught up in it. I thought it was good. Yeah, I learned more about the fallout than when it happened, but I don't recall a giant witch hunt. No. No, that was like in real time, that was just like a bang, bang, oh, people got caught, okay, moving along, rather than it was as big as I guess it was. I guess it was big. Very interesting, though. Anticlimactic, is that what I'm trying to say? The fact that the site is still apparently up after all of that, right? Let's just say you're cheating on your husband or your wife, whatever it is, and you get caught up in that. Okay, or let's say you don't. Let's say you're not you want to cheat on your husband or your wife today, right now, And you're like, oh, there's this website. There's this website that like 8 or 9 years ago got hacked and everybody's information was out there. So why are people joining it now? Why are there more people on it now than there were back then? That part I don't understand. I understand back then they fed you all the BS of how secure it is and anonymous and blah blah blah. Fine. Why would you sign up for that thing now though? Does it, to me that makes no sense. None sense. But apparently they're making money. It's like, what are you gonna do? Don't hate the player, hate the game. I guess so. You know what? You're right. I guess so. All right, I'm done writing on this story. Let's see where Tom is right now. Tom is still working on his first page on that one. Okay. We'll move on to this one. We'll move on to chapter 15 of this one. Don't hate the foot, hate the socks. If only feet were going in those socks, we wouldn't have a problem. So last night, I watched a documentary. Tubi has a ton of music documentaries that I have not seen. And they're all within the last 2 or 3 years. And I watched one last night about the Washington D.C. death metal scene from the from the 90s, late 80s to like 2000. And I was like, wow, I remember all of these bands, and I've met a lot of these people because I was managing a death metal band back in the mid 90s. And I think the coolest part was, at one point in it, they're talking about a show. So they're talking about bands that played. A lot of bands came from New Jersey and went to Washington, D.C. Played at the 930 Club and stuff like that. I'm like, oh yeah. When I was managing Mass Psychosis, they played at the 930 Club. A couple times we went. And we played with Ripping Corpse, and we played with Human Remains, which were two very big bands from New Jersey that never really made it. But if you were into that scene, they were like the big bands. And other bands. And it was cool because then they were showing video of bands, and they were showing photos of bands. And one of the photos they showed was of Mass Psychosis on stage. And I had to stop it and go back, and I'm like, there I am on the side of the stage. If you didn't, if it's like a blink and you'll miss me, I'm standing on the side of the stage right there. And I was like, that's pretty cool. I remember that show. And also, a lot of you guys met Teddy Patterson in Belford. He played in a bunch of different bands over the years, but his one of his bands was also photos of him with, you know how short he is, with super long hair. I just thought it was cool that it was you know, just talk about all these bands that never went anywhere, more or less. And I like those. I like those movies where they just talk about specific scenes. Like I watched the one from the Philadelphia hardcore one the other day. I watched the one from ooh, that hurt. That hurts. Vancouver, Canada hardcore ones, different ones like that. So, to be or not to be. That is that's the question. So anyway, that was pretty good. I watched that and then I went to bed. And I hope more and more of those. No, to be with a T. T that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. I finished the Henry Winkler book last night as well. Recommended. He talks a lot about the last few chapters are when he was in the show Barry, which I loved. I don't think we've seen the last Booby or More Boobies. Well, that makes sense too. I don't know if I actually saw the last season of Barry because I think we got rid of HBO at that point. This is the one thing I learned about Henry Winkler, the Fonz. Him and his wife, still to this day, when they go out for fast food, and he's eaten in like the 5-star Michelin rated restaurants all over the world, and he's had meetings with all these huge actors and producers and directors, and they always go to these super fancy places. But him and his wife love to go and just to go get like a taco. Well, they'll go to like Del Taco or something. They'll go to like In-N-Out Burger. They're just going like just LA places. They go to Danny Trejo's place. But what they do is if they're going to lunch or dinner and they're like, him and his wife are like, hey, we're going to go get In-N-Out Burger. They don't go inside because he can't go inside. But they'll go to the drive-thru and then they'll park. And they bring napkins and silverware and stuff they always have with them. And they literally will eat it right in the parking lot immediately. It's no good once you bring it home. They want to have the meal right then and there, but they can't because he's Henry Winkler. They can't just go sit in a restaurant, in a fast food restaurant like that. Which I thought was interesting. I don't know why, but I thought that was interesting. That they're literally packing like a little kit with them whenever they go to get fast food or something. Like they'll go order a pizza from the local pizza place. They'll go pick it up, and they'll sit in the parking lot and they'll eat the pizza in the car. Like you could take a pizza home. I mean, pizza ain't gonna go bad, you know. Taco maybe, a burger maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it was interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright, so a reminder everybody to resubscribe or subscribe. And also that's fun for him. He seems to enjoy it. I did think it was sad though, and I was like, man, you can't even go into a burger place. Like, you have to go to a 5-star fancy restaurant in order for people not to bother you. And I mean, Happy was like 40 years ago. I mean, he's done stuff since then, don't get me wrong, but you know what I'm saying. Fun. See, sad, fun. So, yeah. Also subscribe to the my YouTube as well. I'm getting some comments on some videos there, which is very cool as well. So keep that up if you're watching this that way. I think I'm gonna wrap this up now. My side is starting to hurt. Side splitting funny. Ooh. I think I'm gonna go try to find another death metal documentary. Did he get to third base with Pinky Tuscadero? Pinky Tuscadero. Oh. Who didn't like Pinky Tuscadero? You know what I'm saying? You'll have to read the book yourself. There's six chapters on that whole thing. Alright, everybody, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I really do. And I will definitely see everybody tomorrow. I love you tomorrow.